And here we go. Alright, at the left position as the teal Zerg, we are going to have eOnzErG, and at the right side playing Terran, of course, is going to be the brown Terran MaD. He's not a Protoss after all. He tricked us. But yeah, looks like it's going to be a day of TVZ, which is interesting. How this goes. I mean, LRM was always a Zergy team. Let me just update the score real quick. Yeah. I mean, LRM was always had a lot of Zergs, so it's not too surprising. Mr. Medino. Yeah. So I think he originally was a Terran / race picker, right? So it kind of makes sense that he's playing Terran here. And looks like eOnzErG going for the gas trick, but not going for 9-pool. Interesting. I was under the impression that gas trick was not actually efficient unless you're going for a 9-pool. Is that right? I seem to remember somebody saying that, but I'm not 100% sure anymore. Anyway, we're gonna have a wall in here at the front for Mr. MaD, Mr. Medino. Can anybody tell me how to pronounce this properly? That'd be great. Medino. Maybe it's even MaD in Ho. Because why not? Alright, so we got a drone scout. Obviously a Zerg scout. It's a Zerg drone scout. Because, you know, Heartbreak Ridge has a ton of places that you can be cheesy, so I think this makes a lot of sense to not only get this harass down, but to just check and make sure you're not getting, you know, proxy facted in your base or something. Because like Terran can build a factory up here and just like lift it and float it and land it in your main, and it's super obnoxious. It was just a 12 hatch, by the way, for eOnzErG. Interesting about the gas trick. F'd in the face says sick extractor Ling all in incoming. For those of you who don't know, Broodor is so weird that the spacing between a geyser and a building when you don't have a building on it versus when you do is actually different. So the geyser without anything on it, I think, takes more space. So this is actually a Ling type wall. But if you were to build, you know, an assimilator, extractor, whatever on this, it actually allows units to pass through, which is a very strange interaction, and was also the basis of what was that map called? Troy? Was that Troy with the double assimilators? So Troy had like these bases that had 2 neutral assimilators on top of geysers, just blocking the entrance. So if both assimilators were alive, I think all units could pass through. If one of them died, only small units could pass through, and if both assimilators died, only ghosts could pass through. So it's like a very, very strange map. It's quite fun though. I quite liked Troy. I think it was Troy. Oh, Kix is telling me there's not enough space for a factory here. It has to be on the low ground. Yeah, I was actually wondering when I said that. I was slightly uncertain, but I was like, whatever. Just went with it. So thank you for that clarification. Looks like we do have a fast +1 build here for MaD in Ho. And we have a precautionary sunken here. Ooh, interesting. eOnzErG going for the very quick third at the bottom left. Huh. Very, very interesting. Very similar to what we saw eOnzErG do on Tau Cross as well. I'm just trying to think for Heartbreak Ridge. So the thing about Heartbreak Ridge, so taking this third base, this third gas, you know, it's nice and close to your natural, or relatively close. And of course there's like the back entrance blocked by the temple and the mineral thing. But taking the fourth gas is a little bit more annoying, right? So you gotta go all the way up to like the top left, which is super far by ground. At least for Zerg, I guess you can make a Nidus Canal. But you know, it is a little bit far. Looks like a random marine, just making sure there's no sneaky mine out of the back minerals here. That's exactly what I was talking about. Neutral temple, mineral field that can be mined out. although there are quite a few stacked patches here, so it does take quite a while to mine this out. You more commonly see workers get pushed through just for scouting and whatnot. Mainly by Protoss, because Protoss is dirty like that. Oh man, did anybody watch the ASL games today? I didn't realize, but I think that might have been the first game I actually watched on Gold Rush, or the first game that somebody actually tried something sneaky. But Gold Rush, I feel, is super unfair for Zergs in PvZ. And I'm a Protoss, right? So that's saying something. But basically, because you can move, you can basically worker glide all around the edges of the map without even having to like use a pylon. So on Outsider, you can push your probe through the mineral lines using a pylon, right? But on Gold Rush, it's blocked by eggs, and you can just glide through with like mini mineral patches, which means you can easily get a scout in even if there's Zerglings on the map, because you just go in the back way and there's nothing the Zerg can do about it. I was like, that doesn't feel very fair. But it is what it is. We got some turret preparation for these mutas. It's nothing really out of the ordinary aside from this quick third gas here from eOnzErG. Everything else is quite standard. Just a bit of poking at the front. I don't think anything too serious happened. All right, and that was a complete tangent as well, because I don't think Gold Rush is being used in any foreign tournaments at the moment, so it doesn't even matter. Alright, here we go. Mutalisks coming out. Bum. Looks like going to go in between the main and natural. Gonna kill some Marines. Oh. One muted down. Bunker being constructed. Interesting, MaD. Actually, this bunker, a lot of Terran players will build that earlier, right? He built this quite late. I guess just making sure now that there's no crazy big mutilating attack coming in. And nice turrets on the backside, also giving him vision on the high ground. Oh, man! A lot of turrets. Look at this. Triple turrets at both mineral lines and at the barracks. Actually, 4 turrets covering the natural. Man, that is some insane turret coverage here. MaD really does not want to deal with eOnzErG's Mutalisks. Usually you would only see pairs of turrets, 2 turrets in each of those locations, but MaD actually going the extra mile there, investing in the 3 turrets. So he is not going to be taking much damage from these Mutalisks. Meanwhile, another hatchery. There's the Hive now. I was looking for this, and the Queen's is apparently at the bottom left. It's interesting because if MaD actually, so MaD is more likely to scan the main, the main and the natural, and not actually see the timing of those buildings at the bottom left, the Queen's Nest in particular, I guess. Although I guess he can scan the main and check the Hive timing-ish. And looks like, oh, hello, the Ling's taking advantage of the little high ground ramp there, getting a lot of Marine kills here. I don't think he should continue this. eOnzErG can kill the rest of these, right? Yeah, he can still one-shot the Marines. I don't think MaD should be fighting here. Oh man, I guess he's committed because he realized he's too far from his natural. He can't actually leave. So MaD losing his first medic Marine force, that's really, really bad for him. Oh man, looks like he went for 4 racks instead of 5 racks after the +1. Maybe that was an issue there. Not quite having as many Marines as you might expect. And now the mutas are coming in, but the 3 turrets, though, remember there are 3 turrets here doing maximum damage, and more turrets in the back, so the mutas don't even have anywhere good to go. Just very awkward position here for the mutas, but they're finding a little corner where they can actually be effective. And we're out, boys. But only 2 mutas, it looks like, are able to escape. I mean, they did a good amount of damage. That's pretty painful, too. And meanwhile, Starport on the way. I don't know what this SCV is doing here. But this is actually not looking so hot for MaD, because remember, eOnzErG got that super fast third gas, so he's going up to Hive. He's facing 0 pressure from the Terran. 62 supply against 72. Zerg in the advantage now, and it's looking like this could be a very quick victory for Team iFU. Remember, this is a must-win game for MaD. We might not even get to see Cryok versus True Touch, I don't know if they would play that game even if it ends up being a 3-0. They might not even play it. Oh man, is he gonna try and unstack his way over? Oh no, he's just gonna kill the temple. You can stack all your lurkers burrowed on top of each other and unburrow all at the same time. And when they like move around and wiggle around to try and unstack, you can actually push them over the minerals. But it looks like he's just gonna go ahead and kill the temple. Are these actually stacked temples or is it just one? I mean, it makes no difference because the lurkers are doing splash damage, I guess. But I actually can't remember if there's more than one temple here. I feel like there should be, right? Well, maybe not. I don't know. 1500 HP, that's quite a lot. That was a big explosion. I'm gonna guess that was multiple temples, but I cannot be sure. Alright, Kix is telling me it is stacked temples. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, in the meantime, ooh, Greater Spire is on the way. Is there a Defiler Mound? No Defiler Mound yet. SCB gonna duel a drone here. That's not gonna go well for the drone. Oh, I think he's actually microing this too. Oh! No! Pretty nice scoot and shoot by the SCV. Now, unfortunately... Oh no, there's a bunker already! Alright, never mind. It's not unfortunate from Mr. MaD. Nice unload and stim. Did you guys see that? That was super fast too. Very fancy. Another stim from Marines on the low ground, but it doesn't actually matter that much. So that's actually a pretty big win there for MaD. eOnzErG basically giving him 4 lurkers for free, but there's a lot of lurkers still on the map, a lot of bunkers in the front. MaD is in complete turtle mode, and for some reason is making wraiths. Why are you making wraiths right now, my friend? I don't know what these are for. the classic 2-base, 2-port wraith rush. I mean, it's a classic. What can I say? He's gonna kill Scouting Overlord. It's worth already. Oh, it's for Guardians, of course. Wait, I'm an idiot. It's to kill Guardians. Oh man, don't you love it when the casters make a fool of themselves on stream? That's just the greatest thing. I feel so bad now too, because when I was watching the Tasteosis cast of ASL, I was like, Tasteless, please, that's not right at all. What are you talking about? And now I'm just like, what does he need raids for? I don't think there's Guardians on the map. Derp. Uh-oh. Yoink. Alright, so now the Guardians aren't even gonna go in any kind of fancy like cliff location. He's just gonna A-move them down the front, just kill the bunkers. Oh no. Not like this, MaD! I wanna see Cryok versus True Touch! Cryok! True Touch! Please! Oh no! We're dead. We're dead. Wait, Technics, why didn't you play, man? You're on LRM, right? We need Technics to come in here. Show these guys what's up. Show these noobs how to win games. Oh, this is bad. He's doing the mass repair. I wonder how many SCVs you need to repair against like 8 Guardians. Oh! He's doing the double irradiate. They're not unstacking. Okay, now they're unstacking. I think that's still in range though. Oh no, it's not. Okay. This is bad. Oh, this is bad. He's got Wraiths again. He's like 30 supply down. He's actually gonna kill all of the Guardians. He lost everything else, and he's gonna send a whole bunch more Scourge. He's making a whole bunch more Lurkers. He's got the top left hatchery. Pew Pew is not enough. An emergency bunker in the back. The last stand of the Terran. MaD is trying to hold on, but the power of eOnzErG is too great. We got the gas, boys. Ain't got no gas left. And this is looking like it's gonna be the end for Team LRM. The Lurker's burrowing here, gonna be able to just splash down all of these SCVs. There we go. Scan doesn't matter. He's trying to do the desperation repair. But MaD is losing control of his main, or natural. He's gonna lose control of his main. He's doing an SCV unstack in range of Lurkers. It's not ideal. And GG from MaD. Ay ay ay. Which means LRM has been knocked out in the first round. Yeah, that is it. iFU takes match number 1, 3-0.